Welcome to ABC 31 News Tonight. I'm Scott Beadle. A former Alexandria and Ward Marshal is now awaiting a trial on malfeasance and drug charges after he apparently rejected a plea deal in judicial court this morning. ABC 31 News reporter Joanna Phillips says it came as something of a surprise, but Terrence Grimes seems to want his day in court.
Former Alexandria City Marshal Terrence Grimes arrived at the Rapides Parish Courthouse this morning for his arraignment. Most expected him to accept a plea deal, but things took an interesting turn when Grimes entered a plea of not guilty before Judge Tom Yeager. The district attorney's office, defense lawyer, and judge received additional information that they say threw things off balance. No one would provide details on the additional information. Grimes' attorney, David Williams, would not comment on the matter, only saying it was resolved. But Rapides Parish District Attorney, Philip Terrell, expects that justice will be served.
We fully expect that that he will, at some point, either plead guilty or, if not, he'll be tried, and so he'll have to face responsibility for his actions at some point. One of the major parts of a goal of ours was to make sure that Marshal Grimes resigned, and that has already occurred. And I'm confident that the justice will be served in the final analysis.
The former city marshal is facing charges of malfeasance in office, resisting arrest, distribution of drugs, and illegal carry of a weapon. Law enforcement from several agencies, led by Alexandria Police, arrested him in his office in June. He resigned from his post earlier this week, and his pre-trial date is now set for November 2nd. Joanna Phillips, ABC 31 News.
Beginning Monday, Norris Greenhouse Jr. will spend a week in jail for contempt after spending a week on a family vacation in the U.S. Virgin Islands, apparently without permission. Greenhouse is to stand trial next month for the shooting death of a 7-year-old boy and injuries to his father after a high-speed chase almost 2 years ago. Investigators say that chase and the shooting were not justified. Greenhouse appeared in court this morning and acknowledged he left the country without permission, saying his ankle bracelet was malfunctioning. His father, who is an assistant district attorney, was along for the trip. 2 weeks after Greenhouse is released from jail, his trial is set to begin. A second teen is arrested in connection with an armed robbery on Bacon Street in Alexandria on August 6th. 17-year-old Eric Dixon of Alexandria is now a co-defendant in the case against Braylon Dozier. Dozier has been arrested also for the murder of a delivery driver over the Labor Day holiday weekend. Louisiana continues to work on the state's financial challenges while helping those affected by Hurricane Harvey in Texas. Governor John Bel Edwards met with local elected officials and business leaders in Alexandria today to continue discussions about the budget challenges and opportunities for the state. He also, as you see here, participated in a statewide blood drive that was organized to help replenish the blood shortage after Hurricane Harvey.
Obviously, it's a little needle stick, but it isn't bad, and you know it's for a good purpose, and so I'm always glad to do it and try to give as often as I can.
Governor Edwards says the state is getting requests for assistance from the state of Florida, the National Guard, and others. Now to the latest hurricane to hit the U.S. Irma is eyeing Florida for a direct hit, and time is running out for folks to get to safety. ABC's Marcy Gonzalez has the latest.
Traffic backed up for miles.
We're going to Jersey.
With more than 1 million people in Florida ordered to evacuate ahead of Hurricane Irma.
This storm is wider than our entire state and is expected to cause major and life-threatening impacts from coast to coast.
In West Miami, lines for gas wrapping around city blocks. Even as far north as Gainesville, Gas Buddy reporting nearly 60% of gas stations are sold out. Florida Highway Patrol is escorting fuel tankers into evacuation zones in a rush to replenish the supply.
Most of the gas stations that we've been to all day have no gas.
Airports crowded with evacuees rushing to catch the last flights out of South Florida, including tourists forced to leave their beachfront hotels.
They're banging like everybody's evacuating, everybody has to go.
So at this point, are you planning to ride the storm at the airport?
If need be, this is where I'll be.
After seeing the devastating impact of Irma in the Caribbean, most recently impacting Cuba, the Bahamas, and the U.S. Virgin Islands, Floridians on both coasts are heeding the warnings to get to safety, lining up outside of shelters.
We moved there to get away from Hurricane Harvey, but now we're here and Hurricane Irma's coming.
At least 5 of those shelters already at capacity.
I don't know where we're going to go.
And many of those evacuees are coming up from the Keys, which will start feeling the first effects from Irma tomorrow morning. Marcy Gonzalez, ABC News, New Smyrna Beach, Florida.
CLECO is sending crews to assist in preparation for Hurricane Irma. Some 42 linemen are headed to Georgia, and 63 contractors are going to assist in Florida. Sheriff William Earl Hilton made an announcement today letting the public know that the Rapides Parish Jail is in a crisis with the Rapides Parish Courthouse.
This morning at 5 o'clock, we had 380 inmates here in our jail. That is absolutely in violation of the state fire marshal's rules and over our capacity, and we're trying to get that number down. But what has happened, Judge Yeager went on the criminal bench the first of this month, and he is setting some high bonds, and he's not setting bonds on a lot of people that think bonds could be set. He's holding contempt charges into the jail, not letting them bond, and it's just driving our count up. So yesterday afternoon, the State Fire Marshal's office came here and put us on notice that we had 10 days to get this down. No, not 10 days, till the 11th, to get this back down to 348 inmates. If not, then
if the sheriff can't get that number of inmates down, he could be held in contempt of court. To our own weather now, and it can be much nicer as we head into the weekend. Meteorologist Kim Walker is here with a first look at our forecast.
Well, we are going to have picture-perfect days. In fact, abundant sunshine for both Saturday and Sunday. Temperatures will be slightly below normal, and we're going to continue with the low humidity with dew points in the 50s for the most part. Lots of sunshine for your Saturday. 84 degrees. Overnight lows will drop down into the low 60s, and then 85 degrees on Sunday with maybe just a high-level cloud or so. We are going to continue this trend as we head into the early part of the week, but it looks like the warmth will return. We'll tell you when coming up in just a little.
All right, thanks, Kim. A realty company celebrated their rebranding with a ribbon cutting today. New owner Kayla Walker thought it would be a good idea to become a Century 21 franchisee to better serve her clients. Dawn DeChiro, a New Jersey native, is playing in a free concert at the First United Methodist Church.
I'm doing for two reasons. One, to give a concert, but also I just came back from London in January and did a recording with the London Symphony. Right. And the recording has come out, and as part of this concert, the composer of the concerto is coming down, Kermit Poling, and he will give like a couple of minute overview of the piece.
That concert is Sunday at 3. One of the top awards presented by the State Association of Museums is going to an Alexandria couple. They're Dr. David and Nicole Holcomb, who are the recipients of the Elizabeth McCluty Bolton Award for Outstanding Support of Louisiana Museums. Dr. Holcomb is the Regional Public Health Director, and he and his wife are local artists as well. That award will be presented Monday in New Orleans.
Only one doctor brings health right to your home. Dr. Oz.
Every day is a new chance for change, and everyone can start right now.
With all new ways to feel, encouraged, inspired, hopeful, confident, proud, positive, special, feel better every day. Make an appointment with Dr. Oz. Check in for your daily checkup.
Dr. Oz, airing weekdays at 11 on KLAX TV.
Well, welcome back, everyone. We can't beat the temperatures that we've been having so far, and it's been dry, so it actually feels like what the temperature readings are. So we are going to stay rain-free for the most part through the weekend. The low humidity will stick around as well. And then a good dose of sunshine early next week, but then a warming trend through the early or the latter part of this week. So temperatures will start to warm up, so don't get used to this nice weather. 56 degrees is our dew point right now. The dew point, quite simply, is basically the measurement of moisture in the air. Anything below 60 is a little bit on the comfortable side. Anything above 60, it's a little bit muggy. So we are in the 50s, so it is feeling very nice out there. Temperatures right now around 80 degrees in Alexandria, in Leesville 78 degrees, Lake Charles 81 degrees. So temperatures a little bit cooler than normal, and they actually feel like what the temperature readings are just because the humidity is very low. But Irma, of course, the big story across the nation is still spinning just north of Cuba right there. As you can see, just along the north coast. It is expected to make landfall late Saturday into Sunday. This is something we'll keep our eyes on. Earlier this week, it looked like it may affect our weather, but now it's starting to move toward the Tennessee area once it moves through Florida. So it looks like just a little bit away from Louisiana. So it looks like it really won't affect our weather all that much. But what is high pressure. All this nice weather is complements of high pressure building into the region. We're on the east side of this high, so that's leaving us with cool conditions. Winds around the high is going clockwise, so it's spreading that north wind into our area. Once this high starts to shift a little bit to the east, it's going to send south winds into our area. And of course, south winds mean we're going to continue to see moisture stream in from the Gulf of Mexico. So it's going to get a little bit more humid and it's going to be a little bit warmer toward the end of the week. But here's a look at your forecast. Temperatures around 58 degrees tonight, mainly clear conditions. And no problems tomorrow. Lots of sunshine, and we are going to see highs much like today, 84 degrees in the afternoon. And here's a look at your forecast. Temperatures staying in the mid-80s as we make our way toward the early part of next week, dipping down a little bit on Tuesday with a high around 80 degrees, and then we start to warm up close to around 90 degrees by late next week. Scott?
All right, thank you, Kim.
Wait, whoa!
Oh, I can't get enough of this video.
Right This Minute is TV's #1 daily viral video show. Right This Minute.
Coming this fall on KLAX TV.
Happy Friday, Alexandria. I'm Nick Frank. College football Saturday nearly upon us. NSU will be heading on the road for their final non-conference game of the season. It's an in-state battle against Grambling.
When a case seems unsolvable, they see the incredible.
Defensively, they give you a lot of multiple looks, facing out of 3-3 stack.
Watch both
familiar with
weekends on KLAX ABC31.
When it comes to cleaning up the streets of Boston, it's going to come down to the little things as it always does.
He did it, and I know where the proof
but yes,
is.
they do
It's
have a very
ladies
talented
first.
team.
Rizzoli and Isles.
Kickoff against Grambling
Weekends
State
11
tomorrow
on
night
KLAX
at
TV.
6. The NSU volleyball team wrapped up the Rebel Classic this afternoon against Austin Peay. It was a back-and-forth all-afternoon match. Both teams traded sets until the 5th. That's when the Demons just ran out of steam. They fall in 5 sets and lose all 3 games in the Rebel Classic. Meanwhile, the Lady Demons soccer team also in action this afternoon. Sophomore Jaden Wheeler had herself quite the game. She found the back of the net once and helped on 2 others as the Demons rolled to the 4-0 win. NSU now 3-3 on the season. Next up, Mississippi Valley State on Sunday.
To you, it's just an old coat, but to an underprivileged child, it's a warmer winter. Please help us collect coats for kids before the cold months get here. You can drop off new or gently used coats at a location near you. All coats are cleaned and distributed right here in our community. The KLAX Coats for Kids Drive is sponsored by First Federal Bank, Southern Heritage Bank, Bank of Montgomery, Kramer Funeral Home, Take 5 Oil Change, South Park Cleaners, and LaSalle Printing and Office Supply.
Let's take one last look at our forecast, which is pretty nice.
Yeah, it's going to be just spectacular. 84 degrees on Saturday, lots of sunshine, 85 on Sunday, and it looks like we are going to enjoy that nice weather through much of next week. However, toward the end of the week, as high pressure starts to move to the east, it's going to send those south winds into our area. So that means that the humidity will increase and also the heat. So we will be close to around 90 degrees on Friday. So all good things come to an end. So yeah, those temperatures in the 80s are not going to last for much longer. But then you know what? It's almost fall, so
yeah,
you know.
We'll take them while we got them.
Yeah. Right.
Thanks, Kim. Thanks for watching. Have a great night.
KLAX is the exclusive provider of ABC and MeTV programming here in Central Louisiana. We're the only station where you can watch new ABC programs like Dancing with the Stars, Designated Survivor, and Grey's Anatomy, just to name a few.
That's what family does. We take care of each other.
I'm proud of you.
The ones
of your love.
And if classic TV programs like Bonanza, Andy Griffin, Batman, or Carol Burnett is more your style, then MeTV's the station for you. As an advertiser, you'll want your products and services presented to these loyal viewers. Our sales team is equipped to prove we can generate new customers and new revenue for your business.
I'll tell you what, it pays to advertise.
And we have a number of low-risk advertising programs designed to prove we work. Call our media consultant team today for a no-risk assessment on how we can help you grow your business. We're ready to prove we work.